Today, I will discuss the definition of proportion. Definition of proportion. Proportion in art is the relationship of two or more elements in a composition and how they compare to one another with respect to size, color, quantity, degree, settings, etc. When two or more elements are put together in a painting, a relationship is created. This relationship is said to be harmonious when a correct or desirable association exists between the elements. This refers to the correct sizing and distribution of an element, which then creates good proportion. Good proportion adds harmony and symmetry or balance among the parts of a design as a whole. The bad proportion. Proportion is usually not even noticed until something is out of proportion. When the relative size of two elements being compared seems wrong or out of balance, it is said to be out of proportion. For example, if a person has a head larger than their entire body, then we would say that they were out of proportion. The good proportion. 1. Place like elements together which are similar in character or have a common feature. 2. Create major and minor areas in the design, as equal parts can quickly become monotonous and boring. However, the differences in size will not be so great as to make the parts appear unrelated and therefore out of harmony with each other. Arrangement of space should be in such a way that the eye does not perceive a standard mathematical relationship. Dividing up the composition in halves, quarter, and thirds should be avoided. A subtle relationship creates a more dynamic design. 4. Create harmony in the artwork. Harmony is an agreement between the shape that stresses the similarities of all parts. In other words, the shape of one part should fit the shape of the adjoining elements. Shape should fit properly in their position and spaces. The brief history of proportion. Proportion is a central principle of architectural theory and an important connection between mathematics and art. It is the visual effect of the relationship of the various objects and spaces that make up a structure to one another and to the whole. These relationships are often governed by multiple of standard unit of the length known as module. The golden proportion. The art world has felt the influence of the golden ratio for centuries, also known as the golden resection or the divine proportion. This mathematical principle is an expression of the ratio of two sum whereby the ratio is equal to the larger or the two quantities. During the Renaissance, painter and draftsman Leonardo da Vinci used the proportion set forth by the golden ratio to construct his masterpieces. Sandro Botticelli, Michelangelo, George Seurat, and others appear to have employed this technique in their artwork. At dito na natatapos ang aking report.